And hello, car lovers, and welcome to the C&C Auto Show. And I'm Aaron Clemens.
I'm John Ryan.
And we are both here for you. We are ready to answer your automotive questions, and we would love to share information on ways to make your car safer, more dependable, and to make it last longer for a lot less money, a lot less hassle. All you have to do is give us a call. Our favorite way to do it is
Telephones.
we like for you to call. We love to talk with you and get a little information about what your problem is, so we can give a good opinion on what's going on. And we've been known to do pretty good from time to time. And hopefully we've done some things that will save people some money and, and give them an idea of what's going on with their car. So you give us a call. That's any Saturday morning, 8 to 10 at Eastern Time, 706-863-5800. You can also watch us live at the same time. And that, of course, is 8:05 to 10. You can watch us on Facebook. You can watch past shows on YouTube. And that's all at C&C Auto Show on each one of those. And just before we fire this little puppy up, I do want to mention that if you're looking for a good, I'm going to say great, professional automotive repair facility almost anywhere around this beautiful country that we have here, just go to NapaAutoCare.com. You can search for from a list of Napa Auto Care centers once you do that and pick the one that is right for you. And John Ryan, we're ready to crank her up.
Yep.
Here we go. There it goes. And that is the Duramax.
Yep.
Okay, everybody hop into Duramax. Close the door, buckle the seatbelts, because we are ready to take off. And along with answering your automotive questions today, we always like to have a theme there. Today's theme is great places to visit this time of year. And as fall rolls in, the ideal time to get away is right now. From California's beautiful redwoods to the quiet shores of North Carolina, we will talk about a few serene destinations perfect for the cooler weather during this show today. And the other thing that we will do is we always like to throw a tech tip quiz. So just before we go to the callers, we'll be going to Josh next. And just before we go to those callers, we will go ahead and throw the tech tip quiz out. And whoever calls in and answers this quiz will receive a golf shirt that has the words, "I answered the tech tip quiz," embroidered under the C&C Auto Show logo. And after you put this shirt on, you will officially be one of the few, one of the proud. Here's the question, and here we go. Mark went to the mall to get a jump start on his Christmas shopping. As soon as he was inside, he noticed that the tire pressure was low on his car. How did Mark know when he was already inside the mall that his tire pressure was low? So if you know the answer to our tech tip quiz, all you got to do is give us a call. And again, that number is 706-863-5800. Okay, let's mention a couple of quick things about the destinations that people go to.
Okay.
And some of the things they need to do before they go to those destinations. One great place is Central Missouri's popular summertime lake getaway. It's even better in the fall. The crowds disperse and temperatures pleasantly drop into the 60s, and that's surrounding the Ozark Hills. And they're some of the most, they're beautiful this time of year. And you can go to the forest at night, the shades of the gold, mahogany, and the russet. It's just an absolutely beautiful experience. You can go hiking, mountain biking, horseback riding. And Missouri is the largest state. It has one of the largest state parks, or their largest state park there. And you can take in the foliage and ride on boats. I've done that before in that area. Yeah, it is absolutely beautiful. Okay, are we ready to go to the calls?
Yeah, let's go over to Andy, Aaron.
Fantastic. And Andy, welcome to the C&C Auto Show.
Good morning. I'd like to try to answer your tech tip.
We are ready for you.
Okay.
All right, Andy, you are officially on stage, and you're set up to answer the tech tip quiz. And here we go.
Well, with all this computer stuff going on, most stuff got their readout right on the instrument panel if you got a low tire pressure.
Well, the only drawback with that is he was in the mall.
Misunderstood. Didn't hear the complete question.
Yeah, he had got out of the car. Now, I wish what we have to do now, this is important, we have to put this in front of the judges on whether you get the button or not, because you didn't understand the question. What did the judges say, John Ryan?
It looks like, they
Ooh.
voted.
Oh, man. Sorry about that, Andy. You got it anyway.
Never mind.
Yeah.
You folks have a blessed weekend.
Thank you, Andy. You know, people's tried to pull that before, saying they misunderstood the question to try to get out of the "ah" button. Just don't work, does it?
It got me through school.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over to Alfred.
We're ready. Albert, welcome to the C&C Auto Show.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
We're doing good.
Just right.
All right.
All right, hold on. Wait, I see on the screen you might have an answer to our tech tip quiz. Okay, hold on. Let us put you up on the stage. Alfred, all eyes are on you, and we are ready for an answer to our tech tip quiz.
I suspect Mark had gotten a text to his phone informing him that his tire pressure was low from an app that he had on his phone.
Whoa, so you think that he had some type of device, a device that they might make that you can actually see your tire pressure on your phone?
Yeah, you can get it because these new cars, you can get an app that will inform you certain things about your car.
Oh, my goodness, Alfred, you are absolutely right. Alfred, you're a wild man. All right. Yeah, actually, Mark's phone alerted him because Mark had purchased a FOBO tire. FOBO tire is an advanced wireless tire pressure monitoring system that uses the latest Bluetooth 4.0 that works directly with your Android and iOS device. And it has an intelligent in-car monitoring unit that works on its own or simultaneously with your smartphone. And it works up to 90 minutes, 90 feet away from there. And so, yes, everybody needs to be able to sit in a movie theater while they're watching a movie and get an alert that their tire pressure just dropped below the standard that it should be. And Alfred, this is a wild day for you because you know now that you are officially a Tech Tip Quiz winner. And you become one of the few, one of the proud, and your name will be in the Tech Tip Quiz Hall of Fame. And forevermore, people probably won't even call your name. You'll be standing in a crowd, and they'll be pointing at you, and they'll say, he's the one that answered the Tech Tip Quiz. So this is really huge for you.
Okay, then. Thank you so much.
All right. And hold on the line, and we'll get some information from you.
He's on hold.
Okay. All right. The number to call is 706-863-5800. And if you have a question about your car, truck, or SUV, you just give us a call, and we are ready to answer your question. And John Ryan, you had mentioned some unusual things that you went through this week, and I will mention mine real quick. Hold on one second.
The story you are about to see is true. The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
Okay, here we go. All right, we had a Mercedes. I believe this was about a 2012 Mercedes.
I'm sorry.
And and the check engine light was coming out and it had a evap code stored in the vehicle. And we ran every test we could think of to run on this vehicle, trying to find out what was wrong. All the solenoids, the purge solenoid, vent solenoid, everything working well. Well, finally, after doing some tests, we would clear the code, drive it, the code would come back. Finally, on one of the tests, we finally caught the purge solenoid actually sticking. The computer side of it was working very well.
Yeah.
But when we activated it on one of the occasions, it got the signal. It tried to move, but it was stuck, and that makes it a little bit more difficult to find.
Absolutely.
Okay, it is time to take a real quick break. When we return, we'll mention some great places to visit this time of year, and we'll also share some tips on how to make your car safe and dependable for you to get there. We'll be right back just after this message. Oh, okay. We are back. A great place to visit this time of year is New York. It's cool. It's a cool cosmopolitan, crowded, constantly evolving. The Big Apple blends big city splendor with small town charm. New York City has iconic landmarks and towering skyscrapers. You'll experience a vibrant culture in each of the city's distinctive neighborhoods and boroughs. And you can follow the trendsetters to the East Village and Brooklyn to check out boutiques, iconic bakeries, and trendy coffee shops. Afterwards, you can pursue the racks of the sleek shops lining Fifth Avenue and admire cutting-edge art collections at the MoMA and the Met. Catch a memorable show on Broadway or sit down for a meal at the latest It restaurant. Beautiful place to visit, and I have been there for very short periods of time. I would love to go there and spend a lot more time there when I can. If you have a question about your car, truck, or SUV, give us a call. The number to call is 706-863-5800, and we will be able to answer your automotive question. And we are talking about great places to visit. Now, we just now mentioned heading to New York, which is a beautiful place to go. And and also there's places that you can go visit that have beautiful leaves falling this time of year and do a lot of really neat stuff in that area. Okay, now the other thing that we're mentioning is things to do to your car to make your vehicle in good shape as you travel to these different places. So you do want to make sure that you have a pre-trip inspection if you plan on going very far. Now, one of the things that you want to have checked during the pre-trip inspection is the cooling system. Now, I would not recommend driving in New York myself.
Right.
From the little bit that I was able to see there, you may be better to fly there. But picture this. If you don't have, let's say you're going to the airport and you plan to leave your car at the airport.
Right.
Well, what happens if you park at the airport, you're in New York, and the temperature drops below what you expected here or where your car is parked?
Right.
You could have some major issues. So have your car checked. Make sure the antifreeze is checked out correctly, even if you're just driving your car to the airport and it being parked. Are we ready to go to the calls?
Yeah, let's go over to John.
Great. Hey, John, welcome to the C&C Auto Show.
Good morning, Aaron. Good to see you again.
Well, good to see you. And what can we help with?
Well, I knew the answer to the tech tip quiz. Do I get second place or something?
Have a what now?
I knew the answer to the tech tip. Do I get second place prize or anything?
I think you should. I think there should be some type of prize that goes around with it. So you did know the answer, and that was about the being able to look at your tire pressure on your telephone then.
Right,
Yeah, and I think
Anyway,
everybody needs one of those. Yeah, also they can have alerts. If they do that, there's no reason why you're not able to get an alert letting you know if your oil pressure gets a little low or your alternator stops. And of course, in a way, they have that with things like OnStar. You get a lot of alerts like your check engine light coming on. But there's a lot of other systems, even besides OnStar, that does that. But, yeah, I think you deserve a second place prize, no doubt.
I got a question on brakes. I had my car checked. I got that Durango,
Mm-hmm.
and brakes are fine. But now I've got 80,000 miles on it. Next month, the car will be 3 years old.
Mm-hmm.
What should I, or do I need to have the brake fluid replaced?
Well, John, if you're saying you've never put brakes on this vehicle before, correct?
No, never have.
Well, those normally range pretty close to 100,000, somewhere in the range of 80 to 100,000 miles. Those brakes last. So I would, in my opinion, being that it shouldn't be long and you'll need brakes, I'd probably just wait till that brake service comes up and do it all at the same time. That way, of course, you're doing all the brakes and flushing the fluid out at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Unless during an inspection somebody does a strip, there's a little strip test that they use. They dip a little piece of paper down inside the brake fluid, and then they look at the color that piece of paper turns, and it lets them know the moisture content or the contamination inside the brake fluid. Now, if someone tests it and finds that it's contaminated even before that time, you may want to have it done. But as a general rule, I think John Ryan's right. Just it probably when it's time for the next brake job
Service,
needs brake work done, then have it done at the same time.
Okay, well, I guess I'll see you in a few months then.
Fantastic call, and thank you, John.
Bye-bye.
Okay. And the number to call, 706-863-5800. If you have a question about your car, truck, SUVs, at Saturday mornings, 8 to 10 Eastern Time. John Ryan, we ready?
Yeah, let's go over to William.
Hello, William, and welcome to the C&C Auto Show.
Thank you. Good morning to y'all.
Appreciate the call.
I've got a 2010 Silverado, ready to hit 50,000 miles.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all able to do the 50,000 mile service maintenance on these, or I got to take it back to the dealer because of the warranty?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. Yeah, any repair facility, as long as it's electronically documented, you can take it to.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Okay.
That's something a lot of people think, though, and especially a lot of times when people have their warranty and their warranty is still in effect on the vehicle, they worry a lot of times that taking it to a different shop may void their warranty. That is one absolutely, without question, not true. You can take your car to the place that you like. You want to make sure that they use good quality parts that are in fluids, the correct parts and fluids. And you also want to make sure that you document any work done, which most shops now document everything through the computer. And you do that, and you are absolutely 100% still covered through your warranty.
Because what got me was you take the Chevrolet, they want $400 or $500, and the 50,000 mile service is just flushing the transmission and changing the oil.
Yeah, well, there's things that you can do to I would find the shop that you enjoy working with. If you don't have a shop that you normally work with, go to NapaAutoCare.com, and you'll find a list of a lot of really nice shops to choose from. And you pick the one and build a relationship. Mm-hmm.
If I was bringing to y'all, what do y'all normally charge?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
transmissions and.
Well, what we normally do is what we would do, and just like a lot of other shops, is we would look at the list of what's coming due, and we would put an estimate. And that's always good to know what something's going to be before you do it. Put together a good estimate and say this is what it would run to do the items that need to be done at that time. Okay? Okay, we're going to need to take a real quick break, and when we return, we'll mention more places that you can visit. And this time of year, that's really great. And things you can do to your car to make it to where you'll get there safe and sound. We'll be right back after this.
Just an old hand-me-down Ford with 3-speed on the column.
Welcome back to the C&C Auto Show. Boston, as locals say, is not only a hub for baseball and brownstones, it's also home to America's first large free municipal public library, the first subway system, the first public school, and the first public park. To say the city is historic would be an understatement. A well-rounded trip to Boston integrates the classic with the contemporary. Split your time between cherished sites like the Paul Revere House, and modern attractions like the Museum of Fine Arts. If you're listening to this show between 8:05 and 10 on any Saturday morning, just give us a call, and that's Eastern Time, 706-863-5800. And John Ryan, are we ready to go to the calls?
Yeah, and I'm ready to go over to Nancy.
I think that's a great idea. Hello, Nancy, and welcome to the C&C Auto Show.
Hello.
Hello.
I just wanted to mention some apps that you can use for your tire pressure.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to, of course, OnStar, Chevrolet, and BMW, there are other apps that you can use that are free, such as iTire Pressure, TPMS. Jiffy Lube has a free app for tire pressure, and Car Connect also has a free app for tire pressure.
Yeah, there's all kind of neat things like that. And so now, no matter where you're at, you will know what your tire pressure is on your vehicle. And there's some people actually wake up 2:00 in the morning and they say, I wonder what my tire pressure is.
Yep.
No, I'm cutting up. But
But
yeah,
anyway,
that is
I
great.
know the answer to y'all tech questions, 2 of them. And I'm going to call in a female that's going to win.
I think that is a must.
It's going to be me.
And Nancy, I believe you are the person that will do it too. I really do.
Okay. And I have a question about my car.
Mm-hmm.
How many times can you the check coolant level come on in your car before it's a serious situation? If you just see a message that says check coolant level, how many times can you see that?
Okay, now let's say that if you're riding and one day your low coolant light comes on, and someone checks it or you check it and you find that it's just a little bit low, and you have to top it off just a little bit, and you go another 6 months, a year, and you don't have to do that again, and you might need to add a little bit. That's not too unusual. But if you have to add coolant to it, and especially if it's significantly low, then say 3 weeks later you have to add some more, then you definitely want to have the vehicle checked for a leak to find out where it's coming from. And a lot of times the technician may even ask to be able to keep the vehicle overnight, because they not only they put a pressure test on it, they put it under about 12 psi pressure, and let it sit, and then see if the pressure drops down, and plus see if they see anything leaking in the system. And of course, that way you'll find out where the coolant's going to.
All right, thank you.
Great question, and Nancy, appreciate it. And I look forward to you answering that tech tip quiz.
All right.
Okay, thank you. And the number to call, 706-863-5800. And John Ryan, who will we be talking to?
All right, Aaron, next up's Michelle.
Perfect.
Good
Hello,
morning, Michelle.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show. What can we help with?
You mentioned a moment ago that you can bring your car to you for a warranty or for factory warranty items. What about factory recall?
Well, now I want to make sure I didn't misunderstand that. What I mentioned is C&C Automotive and a lot of other shops, a lot of Napa Auto Care centers, can maintain your car and repair items on your car, but not if it's
to keep the warranty good.
Yeah, to keep your warranty current. But
right.
we or other independents are not, or even any shop, are not able to do factory warranty work. And the way you can tell the difference between warranty work and, say, even a bulletin, because you mentioned recalls, but I'll go ahead and throw in a bulletin. What I normally tell people is a recall is free, a bulletin you pay for, in short. But no, recalls and also things to do with a warranty issue that's covered for free would need to go through the manufacturer warranty, which it would go to a dealership.
Right.
Most independents, what they normally do, just like we do, let's say that we're maintaining a vehicle and we're doing your normal oil changes and lubes and all the other stuff that needs to be done, and we all of a sudden notice something on your vehicle. Well, we normally check to we have all the equipment to be able to look up the system and find out if that part is covered under any kind of warranty issue, because there's a lot of things, for instance, especially certain things to do with seat belts, that they extend the warranty on 70, 80, 90,000 miles. And
Hondas are guaranteed for life.
Yeah, on a lot of things to do with the seat belts. So we do want to be able to tell you when something's due, but many times it would have to go to the dealership to be able to get that done. And many times we even make the phone call and make sure that this is a covered item. It will cover it, give all the paperwork to go say, yeah, this is what the vehicle needs, and kind of move the process along.
Okay, well, thank you so much. That's what I was wanting to know.
Michelle, thank you. And that does remind me of something that I do want to mention that fits into the situation with the recalls. Just because the things to do with the seat belts on a lot of the Hondas and some of the Toyotas and different vehicles is out of the news, and just because you may have checked and the parts wasn't available to repair the airbag, and this is the airbag recall, don't let that slip away from your mind. I mean, it's many times people may have an issue like that, and they say, well, I'm not going to worry about it now because it's in the past. Go ahead and continue to find out if your vehicle, because it may not have an effect now, but let's say 10 years from now, or I mean, in cars, when you're talking about a car now, 10 years, they last that long, easy.
Yeah,
and before you know it, another 10 years will go by on the car, and you want this one to have one of the updated type airbag systems on it. Yeah, so definitely make sure that that's done. Okay, we're talking about great places to visit this time of year. And And so another one that we want to mention is that as you're having your car checked out for going down for going on a trip, maybe to let's say up the East Coast, or even if you're driving to the Grand Canyon, or just different places, you want to make sure that the vehicle's checked out closely. And listen for noises before you take it in for the pre-purchase inspection. That way, if you see something that might be there, that you can let the technician know to look extra close in that. Also feel for a little shaking, like if the tires feel like you have some vibration going down the road. If you can, keeping the tires balanced makes all the suspension parts last a lot longer, because you got to figure that same vibration that you're feeling is going through all of those suspension parts.
I actually thought of that the other day when I drove a vehicle. It had the worst brake pulsation I've ever felt, as far as driving a vehicle. And I was just thinking what that was doing to all the steering components. It had a rack and pinion. I mean, it was just hammering on it. And, a simple brake job would fix all that. But, of course, it will also cause a lot more problems than just simply putting brakes on it. So.
Yeah, the deal, and also the tires being out of balance is the same way. And of course, if your tire pulls, or if your vehicle pulls to the left or to the right, or if the steering's off center, that might be that you're due for an alignment. So you want to make sure you have things like that checked out extra close. Now, another thing that we always like to mention, if you're planning on making one of these trips somewhere this time of year, a good thing to keep with you is a little emergency kit, with supplies. Let's say that may have some Band-Aids and a few other items, but also a flashlight, a blanket, and the little first aid kit that you might keep inside the vehicle. So be sure to carry things like that.
I still those kits. I'm always surprised they don't come with a little fire extinguisher. I always thought that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, well, and that is a good thought, to keep a fire extinguisher in the car somewhere. And I'm a strong believer in keeping a fire extinguisher nearby. Almost,
or at least knowing where it is.
Yeah, knowing where it is, and I keep one of those at my house, and I know exactly where it is at all times, because you can take. I've seen cases where what could have been a very, very small issue turn into a major issue because of not having the fire extinguisher nearby or close by,
easily available.
And that goes and this is kind of neat, but I talked to a lot of other people in other shops around the country, and a lot of these other shops listen from time to time. And that's one thing I want to mention to all the repair facilities out there. Walk through the shop and find out and look at each one of those fire extinguishers. Make sure that the gauge.
It's kind of a silly little game, but I randomly just kind of spot check the technicians. I say, "Where's your fire extinguisher?" See how fast they can get to it. It's kind of fun. Just something fun to do.
Yeah, that is a very good idea, and I recommend doing that with a lot of other shops. Okay, it's time for us to take a real quick break, and when we return, we'll talk about more places to visit this time of year and ways to keep your car in good shape as you are getting there. All that just after this. We are back with you with the C&C Auto Show. And nothing goes better with cars than a road trip. When you become free from your daily schedule and you just experience that open road and you're just kind of trucking along. This time of year, you can really leave the window down and really enjoy it. It just gives you an awesome feeling that you can have. But along with that, there's nothing like having car problems along the way. You don't want anything like that.
You mean nothing worse than having car problems?
Nothing worse than having car problems. And so it'll just bring all your excitement and joy to a screeching halt when that happens. So you want to do the things to avoid the car problem. Of course, one of those is just checking the vehicle out. Whether you check it out yourself, some people like to look it over themselves and just check the belts and hoses and fluid levels and tires and look at windshield wipers, things along those lines. Or if you have somebody to check it out for you, main thing is is make sure it's done.
That's right.
That way, when you go on that trip, you can have a good time. Okay, the number to call, 706-863-5800. If you have a question about your car, truck, or SUV, you may have heard a little bit of a noise as you were riding down the road, and you want to do it. Now, what we want to do real quickly is somebody's already answered the tech tip quiz, but I want to have a real quick contest. This is for a coffee mug. What is the best-selling car of all time what car has sold the best ever?
Is this a manufacturer? Or
Yeah,
a
this
specific
is
vehicle?
this is a specific model, make and model of a vehicle. And if somebody's able to call in and say this car has sold the most cars, now
has
this is
sold or been resold?
Sold. Well, the most popular car sold in the U.S.
Okay. Interesting.
So if somebody knows the answer to the car, and of course I can name a few that no doubt would be in the running, but there's only one we can do. Now, also, I want to mention another thing that happened here. A woman was rewarded for talking to strangers over the weekend from a blast from the past after she discovered, now get this is a kind of neat thing. We got a lot of calls coming in, so I'm going to cover it real quick. She discovered that her Uber driver was one of the first people made famous by the internet. Get this now. Brandy Barker was on her way back to Clinton's campaign headquarters in Shaker Heights, Ohio, after spending her Sunday canvassing in a Uber. On the way, her Uber driver, a man named Elwood Edwards, told Barker he was the voice of the first popular electronic mail services and was the actor behind the iconic phrase, "You've got mail."
No, that's cool.
Yeah. The voice was set to Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks spinning into a modern online love affair and that person is driving an Uber in Ohio, and naturally Barker was stunned. This is why you should always talk to your Uber driver. You just never know who that might be.
That's right. All right, let's go over to John.
Let's do it. Hello, John. Welcome to the C&C Auto Show.
Okay, I got this one here.
All
right, here we go. We are ready for you. What is the the best-selling car of all time?
The Model T Ford.
No, I'm afraid that one's not it.
Oh, no.
Okay, let's go to the next caller.
All right, let's go over to Brian.
Hello,
Hey,
Brian.
guys, how you doing?
Doing very well. Do you have an answer to our question?
I do. I had heard it one time, and I'm not sure if it's still the same, that it was the Ford Taurus.
That's what I would have thought. That is the exact car that popped into my head when I saw the question, but no, that's not right.
All right, thank you.
Okay, and Carol, welcome to the C&C Auto Show.
Hello.
Hello. The best-selling car of all time.
I think it's the Mustang.
Whoa, that's a good shot, but no, that's not the answer. Okay. And the number to call, 706-863-5800, the best-selling car of all time, wins a coffee mug if someone calls in and gets that answer to our question. And it'll surprise you a little bit, I feel like. And are we ready to go to the next caller? Hello, welcome to the C&C Auto Show.
Good morning.
Hello there. And
I'd like to guess the model car.
okay, we are ready for you. And what is the best-selling car of all time?
How about a Volkswagen Beetle?
That would have been a good guess, but nope, that was not it.
All right.
Thank you. Okay, let's go to
Bill.
Bill, welcome to the show. And are you planning to guess on what the best-selling car of all time is?
Yes, sir. I think it's the Volkswagen.
Volkswagen. I'm afraid that's not it. All right, we're going to thank you for trying. The number to call, 706-863-5800. And Allison, welcome to the show.
I think it's the Charger.
Oh, the Charger. Charger, beautiful car, but no, Charger is not it.
All right,
okay, let's go to the next caller. Thomas, welcome to the show.
Let's say Toyota Camry.
Toyota Camry. You're getting a little warm, but no, that was not it.
All right.
Okay, next caller.
Go ahead.
Okay, welcome to the show. And do you know the best-selling car of all time?
I believe it's the Dodge Reliant K.
No, I'm afraid that one's not it.
That was the most happily sold one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, and Gary, welcome to the C&C Auto Show.
Morning, how you doing?
We are doing very well, and what can we help with?
I'm going to try to answer that question.
We are ready for you.
Okay, it's going to be the Honda Accord.
Honda Accord. You know, that would have been a good guess, but nope, that one's not it.
Okay.
Okay, next caller.
Danny.
And Danny, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I think it's the Chrysler minivan.
Oh, that would have been a good one. I know I bought my share of those. Okay, next caller.
All right.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, man. Ford F-150.
Ford, ooh, that would be pretty good. They've been around a long time, but no, that's not it. Next caller.
Go ahead.
Okay, welcome to the show, and what can we help you with?
About a golf cart.
Oh, a golf cart. There's been a bunch of those. Easy go or club car.
Easy go.
Both are wrong.
Easy go. Good shot, though. Okay, we got a lot of other calls coming in, and if someone knows the answer to that, they'll win all the fame that
Is there
goes
any
with it.
possibility you can give a tip?
I'll put it this way.
Besides, it has 4 wheels.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. The guy with the Camry was pretty close.
Pretty close? Okay.
Yeah, he was getting pretty close. Okay. And we got a lot of calls coming in, but they're just showing that they're ringing, so we'll grab all of those as they come in. Okay, we're talking about great places to visit, and one of the fantastic places to visit is just riding through the mountains, and that's always a good place to go. You had the Tennessee area is really good. Ready to go to the next call?
Sure.
Okay. Welcome to the C&C Auto Show.
Is it the Toyota Corolla?
Woo! Where's the crowd?
Let's find it.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. With over 40 million sold, the Toyota Corolla is the most popular vehicle model ever made. It's been in production since 1966 and was already a bestseller by 1974. So you are the winner of the quiz, and if you stay on the line, we'll write down the information, and we will either you can come by, or
does she win a Corolla?
Or you can. We will ship you your Toyota. Your coffee mug. One of the two. So we appreciate you calling, and you are absolutely the winner. And what's your name again?
It's Heather Holloman.
Oh, fantastic. Congratulations. We appreciate you calling in and answering that. And it is time to shut this hour down. The time clock's on we need to pull over, but we'll be back on the road in no time. I'm Aaron Clements with co-host John Ryan Mooney, our show producer, Sherry Moxley, Zach Llewellyn, Bert Dean, Bo Roberts, Alan Dean, and Sandy Klein. And we would all like to say thank you for all of you that tuned in, logged in, and especially all of you that logged in or rode with us on the C&C Auto Show. And we will see you again very soon.